So I'm about to leave DC. I just want to make a quick video before I do. You know, I do accept weed as a part of my life, and I'm going to share some video for probably the first time. I take it in a way that's very precise. You see this little thing here, one little pellet the size of a BB. That's the size of one hit for me, and I'm using a black and mild wood tip. I believe it's black and mild, I'm not sure I found it. So you see, one little pellet of weed is the dosage. And I've been smoking for about 15 years now, consistently. Maybe longer. So you see, I have been able to tame Mary in such a way that most others have failed. I see brothers taking whole stogies in one sitting, and you know, it's a lot to handle for the vessel if you don't know what you're doing. And you know, balance everything in moderation, like they say. So I started out taking one hit a day, 2, 3, now maybe 10, which isn't so bad. It's not so bad, and I do take a prayer to it. And nowadays, it's more like he tells me to. It reminds me, and I refuse to. For don't want to be doing magic all day. Aside from all the healing that it provides me, and the ease and the peace of mind that it, all the afflictions that I've been through as an individual. So for those who dwell in heaven, who are struggling, you see mankind, we are more aligned with the ways of earth, of course. And the course of history does come to this moment where we glorify God in the heavens, in the heavenly ways upon man, so that there's a switch, there's a change that's everlasting. So those in power, those who enjoy the thrills of life as an earthling, as a human vessel, instead of serving the kingdom, have no desire for the power of the heavens, the power that God promises. So I've been through many areas in DC, many kitchens, many monuments. Where do they receive me? Think about it. Where am I received the most? Of course, where we understand the spiritual blessings of God, where we live in the grace of God, the children of God, and we look in all sorts of ways hurt. We are the least on earth. We are the least, the poorest in dirt sometimes. I got a penny in my pocket and I see a dime over there I'm about to pick up. So, gold and God, can I have both, one or the other? And this is truth that Jesus promotes as the truth. This is the only truth, is that earth is nothing. All this gets thrown down when his words are raised up. We see the power he gives to me as the elect. It's not solely for me, it's actually so I can train the rest. So the process by which I have been able to control my vessel in harmony with cannabis, I have developed into a system organically through the years as I've been on this mission. Come to find that it is what has Metatron become to be on fire, a vessel for the word of God, bridging earth and heaven together. And this tool here, GodTap, that I have been presenting in DC all over the place, this tool is the the very fiery furnace, the wine press, the trees, the two of them in the garden that consists of the blood of the Lamb that died for us. The hand of God playing out. So, without further ado, if you know the Bible, you know what to do. And you know the judgment that comes upon you for not receiving the one He sends. Mercy be upon everybody, and the judgments have begun. Welcome to the end, and heaven for those who have been faithful, enduring, my brethren who believes in Jesus the Christ and have been obeying His commands. Your names have been written in the book of life, as you know. So at this moment in time, just relying on this tool to consecrate the vessel, the temple, for the holiness of the truth, that the powers of the heavens will come upon you as well. And in my demonstrations here, I have tried my best to keep it to a minimal so that I'm not glorified, that the lesser Yahweh is not given the authority of the Christ Jesus, the holy greatness of God. So, like this, the prophecies have been unlocked for you to see, and the presentation of Revelation I'm looking forward to indeed, to share with everybody, for it has been given to me. And the book of Enoch really affirms all of it. Hence 6:7. The Philadelphia church in Revelation number 6 crosses over to the congregation of Laodicea, and I begin the process of starting my church to train army and all those who would like to live supernaturally in truth, to return to the garden as His children, to be loved, and to know that we are, and to love, to be the light for others around you, sustainably, without having to lose your soul and dignity, and still enjoying, every moment. That's what Jesus promises. To sum it all up, God is just, He's doing it, He's doing it. And welcome to the show, the Book of Enoch. If you didn't already read it or listen to it, 1 and 3, really good. 2 is a little too much detail. We'll see. The Ethiopians, thank them for preserving the first one. Let's see. Congratulations to the thirsty ones. Peace. Be. One pellet of weed to rise and co-create with God on your side. Okay? The meditation process. Stay tuned. There'll be resources in the links below and details. So if you didn't know, now you do. Go from Israel to am real. Ooh, so I just took that hit, and I'm feeling it. The flood go into spirit, I want to let you know that's what this is all about. Going in and out of spirit, living spiritually, walking in the spirit on earth. Don't be afraid. I love you. Peace be with you. So this is Ugly. You might know her as the abomination of desolation. Well, that's what is left of her. So I had to abandon the abdomen, the trailer, set my wings free. So this is stage 2 of the rocketry. Again, I just want to give you a close-up of the beauty of Ugly. So Jesus gives us what he gives us. We make do with it the best we can. We trust God with his plans. He trusts us with his word. Now what we have done with his word, that determines what happens with your soul. This regards the angels in heaven, the ones who have been given responsibility over his word, his truth, that sets us free. It's beautiful here. It's beautiful. And there's a statue over there of George Washington on a horse. He's holding a sword like a ninja, samurai. So here I am though, walking with God and fulfilling Enoch. The more I listen to it, the more deja vu. It's all remembrance now at this point. So it affirms so much of Revelation. Enoch affirms so much Revelation. With the book of Daniel, Enoch, and Revelation, these three put together, you really get so much direction, clarity on execution with the sword of God. The angels, we need this sword. This is a sword that is good. The children need it. You know, we can so easily be under attack every moment. We are raised to judge one another incorrectly from generation to generation. And you see, we're killing each other with our judgments already. So the barrier, the walls, it's the source of the problem though is spiritual matter. It's the devil, Satan. So we really got to lock him in with the scriptures. Fulfill the covenant. The word begins it all. The word connects us all. Every nationality, every color, every creature. So I'm going to show you something on video here that I didn't really want to capture before. You hear the sirens in the background. I'm going to take a hit of my vape. I'm going to take a hit of this, and you can see the sound gets quiet really quickly. It's clogged, I can't do it. Okay. Okay, watch this. No shortcuts. It's gonna 100% effort. Jesus Christ. You feel the energy shift as I just say his name? Jesus Christ. It's merely saying the name. When you are saying it with him, he's with us, he's present. God is always with us. As I'm saying it, I have to live it as well. So he's here, and it's because of him that I have these kind of powers, and he's wanting all of us to have this power, the power of the Spirit, the power of the powers of the heavens. It's what Jesus promises, desires for us. Angelic beings, we were made in the image of God. So this image is like a software image. The image of God, think about it, the image of a computer system, software. And so we are vessels for Him, and this, the blood of Christ, the ancient waters, it's what is the beginning and the end of everything. So the red doors, we must walk through them. I mentioned in a previous video that I'm going to my daughter's for dinner, and Miriam's kitchen is what I mean. Yeah, that's my daughter's place. I'm Amram. Moses and Aaron are my children too. Moses being this app, and he comes through you. If you didn't know, that's the way it goes. So now Aaron and Moses both enter into heaven on earth, and this fulfills it all beautifully and completes all the scriptures, making everything nice and neat. So all the glory be to God. Nobody's left behind. Everybody, except for the son of perdition, and just him only, the one that betrayed Jesus for money. Yeah, that's just the way the story goes. Okay, so this one's gonna be a long one since I'm putting it together in different bits and pieces. So stay tuned for the MLK Memorial. Heading there now. Peace. Alrighty, so I'm here at the MLK Memorial. You can see the Thomas Jefferson Memorial behind me. There. That's an airplane landing at the Ronald Reagan Airport. Heading towards it. Washington Monument right there. And bada boom bam bam. Guess who is behind me? The lighting is a little bit epic here. So you see his face is sort of hard to capture at nighttime visually. This angle is better though. So his words are written along these walls here. You see along these walls some of his words. It's clear to me that this is a man that spoke from the kingdom. He's speaking as he's walking in heaven among men, dwelling in heaven, and his principles align with spiritual freedom of mankind, with justice, and love. The one saying that really stands out to me is this one here about well, it's all the way down there. Let me see if I can get a little closer. They all are so beautiful. Very beautiful. We are determined here in Montgomery to work and fight until justice runs down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. Take a look at the words on the wall and this lighting at night. It's pretty, not sure if the camera does this any justice. He said this in Alabama in 1955. We are determined here in Montgomery to work and fight until justice runs down like water and righteousness like a mighty stream. So that's quite biblical. Righteousness. Righteousness is the key word. In a lot of the books of the Bible, especially Enoch, which is not in the Bible. However, it is included in I guess something called Septuagint. I don't know. Maybe other churches actually include it. I'm not sure. Very well versed in all the knowledge yet. So I do want to share a story that maybe would capture why God sends me here tonight, and it has to do with love and hate. So picture this, I'm in middle school, just moved to Philadelphia from Fairfax County, probably the third richest county in America. Based on household income. I'm not sure how it was at that time, it is still so now. So we moved to Philly from Fairfax County. Jumping into the last year of school for middle school children, and this is what the 7th grade. No, the 8th grade. It's the 8th grade. I'm in the 8th grade. I'm a new guy. Entered in there probably like halfway through the year, so I'm in a bit of a shock because the change in color of the students around me. One black guy was in my class in Virginia, whereas here there's one white guy. So that inversion of the colors sort of had a big impact on me. And picture this, I'm sitting in class and then this big table gets thrown across the room, smacks me right in the head, knocks me off my seat, and I'm on the floor. We go into the office of the whoever he is, not the principal, but he's in charge of the 8th grade students. So we go in his office. The guy who threw the chair at me, the table at me, the desk, he threw a student desk at me. Just happened to pull into a random room. He picked up a table and just threw it across the room. It wasn't even his class. He wasn't even in my class. It's a random black guy goes into another student's classroom, picks up a table and throws it across the room at me. I wasn't sure he was aiming at me or not. However, I got knocked off the chair on the floor. I was like blacked out. I didn't know what happened. Next thing I'm on the floor, Boom, next thing I'm on the floor. I didn't see it. And the guy that's in charge of the 8th grade, he looks just like Martin Luther King from the pictures, And being a ignorant kid who knows the differences, subtleties, and different faces, he looked just like Martin Luther King to me at the time. That's the impression I had. So I guess you can say I've been through some things that would cause me to hate, and have a blind spot for MLK. And so I didn't realize that, so I looked at the statue up there and I see his face and I remember the whole story, and having flashbacks in the 8th grade. And I see that love is really only available through the milk, the scriptures, the milk that God promises, the milk and honey. The milk, MLK, you get it? And today's configuration for the bike, I have the speaker on the side here. So all I need is a little sign. You can't really see it at night. All I need is a little sign that would say milk, and it would make perfect sense. So the milk is the words of Jesus. Okay, and like that, I'm on my way. Just watching this. And this is again at the MLK Memorial in DC. And I'm presenting the sword of God to you, which kills evil at its source. And yeah, that's everything. Download it now, GodTap 777. The sword is available still at this time for free. The next iteration though, 888, it might cost something, some money. God says to sell everything and buy a sword. So I mean, the app will be free. It's just you cannot swing it. You cannot swing the phone to call a verse. So you just gotta, tap the screen like usual, and you won't be able to chop a word. You won't be able to slay people, each other, like is written in the stories, the prophets. And I understand if you know the Bible, maybe you see the judgments are so ugly, the way it's written about slaying this and slaying that and death and killing each other and all that. Really, it is the diminishing of the ego. It really is the killing, the humbling of man's mind and interests over those of God and the kingdom. So to be great really is to shrink yourself to, you know how it goes, and greatness is not easy because the evil spirits always come back to undermine whatever work you do. So to keep the evil spirits out, only one name, and that is Jesus Christ, or maybe you call him Yeshua. They know who you're talking about, the Son of God. And so when your words abide in him, when his words abide in you, I mean, it's the same thing. His words abiding in you, that's what he says. You ask whatever you want and it shall be done for you. To have his words abiding in you, though, there are so many, how can you? Well, when evil spirits attack, if you have them memorized in such a way where they play out spiritually randomly through you in your mind to save you, then that's the way. It's spirit, it's life. The word not only gives you everything you desire, it protects you. So download the app. It's designed to do just this, so that you can have him in you, Emmanuel, the light, the Christ in man. Amen. Thank you for watching, my brethren. Download it again, GodTap, the app, available in both stores, Witness 1 and 2. Peace be with you. So I did want to show you the main entrance, the grand entrance of the Martin Luther King Memorial. It's epic. It's a big funnel, really, it's like lined by lights. It's a light funnel that goes into that entrance there. And that entrance leads to the water. I mean, you can see the water. You can see the water through the entrance. It's a beautiful view of the water. You can't tell, but once you walk in there, that's the statue to the left. So it's so beautifully designed that, you know, it honors Martin Luther King. Same time, it's a space that honors the presence of the visitors, the peace, the tranquility, the view of a lake, you know. Oh, river or whatever that is. It looks like a lake. Yeah. Pretty much wraps it up. And if there's another segment, you'll know. And so it turns out that there is another segment. I'm standing here in front of the statue of John something Jones. I think it says Paul. John Paul Jones. So he's apparently the first to compel a foreign man of war to strike colors to the stars and stripes. I'm not sure what that means. However, it is in the split, like a sort of interesting position. The statue out of nowhere, it's in the middle of like a triangle. And yeah, it's an island of its own. And there's the Thomas Jefferson Memorial over there, the Washington Memorial over here, the World War II Memorial over there, the World War II Memorial. And this road, I think, is... Actually, I'm not going to even try to guess. So the Vietnamese War Memorial is on the right as well, just in case. And actually on the left, over there. The Vietnamese War Memorial and Korean War Memorial as well as over there. And the reason why I'm standing here to make this video, though, is because I hear the Lord tell me to. And I'm just going to say it, and I saw him pointing me in this direction as well. So, clarity, told me to charge the phone. I didn't know why. Thought I was going to go to sleep. It's 10 something, the 12th of January 2026. And why I'm standing here again is because we are at the crossroads. We are at the split, the fork in the road. Yeah, it's called a fork in the road. That's exactly it. We are at a fork in the road, and it's clear. If you haven't seen it, if you don't believe, then, you know, all the signs, all the miracles and all that won't really make any difference. And if you do believe, then yeah, we are at the split in the road, where one direction we head to a world of narcissists, a world taken over by the evil spirits, all sorts of various spirits of men who think that they know better than following the spirit, the good spirit, the righteous spirit, the holy great spirit, the true spirit. I forgot what Enoch calls it, the something spirit of the great one, something like that. So choose to either follow the new exodus into this wilderness, unknown territory. Every man hears without anything in the way, clearly a ladder to heaven, a stone that you can rest your head upon. You can just surrender to and trust, and things will be alive again for you, just like when we were children. Heaven, no worries. And I guess you can call that the end of insanity too. So yeah, this app here, GodTap, the New Covenant, or we all succumb to disaster. And you know, the word has its way regardless of any options that we might imagine. So you look at me, you see an Asian guy, maybe that might be the first thing that meets your eye. However, you know, it's a spiritual conversation. We must get past that first before we can align on the things that matter. The elect one being Asian, there is some intelligence to the equation that God includes, you know, people that look like me. I see God talking to me, I hear him directly giving me instructions through black and white people. So, you know, if God's talking to me through you, how come we can't see God working through me as well for everybody? It's a simple question like this that really make a difference. Get through our blind spots and the indifference that we suffer a lot from. So to get off the hate, to have more love in our lives, to have harmony on earth, justice, and righteousness. The words, the word of God, the blood. This is the new flood. And God we trust, we must cross over to the other side. Okay, so there it is. The trumpet has been blasted, the horn has been blown. And this video here makes its way to you. Then God bless you. The veil has been lifted. And yeah, people are starting to recognize me for who I am without me saying it or acting. I don't really go out of my way to tell them who I am. It's not my pleasure. Anyways, so here we go. To God be the glory. Jesus Christ. Forever, ever. Forever and ever. To eternity and infinity and eternally, forever, ever more. Amen. God bless you and everybody that you love, that you come to know Jesus, the dove from above.